That's all there is to it. Best laid plans. It's Friday. I'm not going to complain any. I apologize, fans. Mark had a great interview with the coach. Recap what he said to you, Mark, if you don't mind.
Well, he just really wanted to lay honor out to the seniors, what they've meant to him, and definitely Davidson St. Clair being honored tonight too, senior that had passed away for us, and just really wants to get a good start. We've got the sectional draw coming up on Sunday, but wants to come out here and have a good showing, be competitive, not shy away from contact, and just have a good showing here at home.
Well, we talk about the brutal schedule so much, Mark, and it doesn't get any easier. Tonight, the Boonville Pioneers, who did beat Heritage Hills, right?
Well, different Heritage Hills, I believe. Yeah, I don't think that was it was, wasn't it, or not?
Yeah.
Boonville beat Heritage Hills.
We'll be back right after this here on WMW. Halloween yet?
No doubt, it's haunted up here.
Well, we're having some fun.
Catch your breath, buddy.
Long story. Somehow we were on the PA speakers, and the fans enjoyed listening to us. It'd be nice to be able to blare them loud out there, but
That would be.
might be a little distracting to the to the players. Let's talk about this game, Mark. Let's just talk about the game.
Well, Boonville comes in at 5-2. They're 3-0 at the conference. Gibson Southern right now also 3-0, and heard their announcers talking about they want to win this game. They want to get some Southern to win, and they play each other next week for the championship of the conference. We stand at 2-5. We're 1-2 in the conference, and just an important game. It's going to be a hard game. Boonville's a very good team. As I mentioned, they had lost to Southridge, but it was in a close game. But they came to play. They always come to play. Boonville's always been a tough out for the Hatchets.
The seniors are going out for the coin toss, and they are carrying the extra helmet for Davidson St. Victor. What a great thing. I tell you what, we talked a lot about him, Mark, over the past year, but I got to know him walking the hallways at Washington High School last year, and he'd come in my classroom every single day, and just miss him. The school misses him. The community misses him. That was a tragic loss for our community.
It really was. He just was that magnetic personality that never met a stranger, always had a smile on his face. I really enjoyed my time with him.
The Hatchets and the Boonville Pioneers set to square off. We've got lots going on tonight. It is senior night. The seniors were honored before the game. And several of those were recognized from cross country, cheerleading, and of course the football team. It is Coaches versus Cancer Night, so we'll have an extended halftime show here as well. It is good to be home. We have not been on this home field very much this season.
We have not. We've logged a lot of miles. Nice night for football, though. A little bit chilly, but should be excellent evening for some good hard-hitting action.
Once again, a big thank you to RTC Communications, our tailgate sponsor tonight with the mobile Wi-Fi unit out there. Excellent new RV and the blankets. I'm looking out in the crowd. Everybody's enjoying those RTC blankets. If you want access to the free mobile Wi-Fi here at the stadium, it's real easy. All you have to do is punch in the keyword, which is I love RTC. The password is I love RTC for free wireless Wi-Fi here at the football field tonight. Hatchet's got the pink socks on. We can certainly see him, Mark, as we celebrate Coaches versus Cancer Night. Real men wear pink. And again, as you mentioned, the crowd's still filing in this evening. Washington looking to regroup after a very tough road trip last week to Heritage Hills.
It was brutal. We hope to get it off to a good start tonight. We're going to be kicking off to Boonville.
Several key players are going to be out this evening, though. I know there's several injuries down. Many are in street clothes that you can see. So that will play a factor into tonight's game.
Here's a kickoff row with the kick. We go for an
Ooh.
onside kick. Has a nice bounce, but Southridge is able to recover the ball and going to have good field position starting at the 48. So something that's haunted us a little bit so far this season, Dwayne, is the short field, and Boonville's going to get a start off with it.
You know, though, that was
Take a gamble.
It was a nice onside kick. Really, Rowe kicked that one exactly what you needed to do there. And it did catch him off guard, but good hands there by Boonville, able to reel it in, and here they go with their first possession.
Boonville has Clay Connor, a senior, 6'5", 200 pounds. He's going to hand off, trying to find some running room with a halfback option off to the right. Going to push forward and pick up about 3, but pretty good play by that time by the Hatchets.
I'll tell you what, one thing you notice about Boonville, Mark, we haven't seen a whole lot. It seems like it's easy for us to say up here, the teams have not been big teams this year, but this Boonville team has got some height. They got some build. This is a big team.
That quarterback's a good-looking kid at 6'5", 200. He's like the perfect quarterback size. He's going to bring him out, and he's got 2 receivers to the right, one in the slot. Here's a snap away, hands off to number 22. He's got some room on the outside, cuts it back in. He's at the 40, still on his feet fighting through Hatchet tacklers. There's a flag late, but he's going to be taken down finally at the 32-yard line. So a nice little play. That was Wilder on the carry. He's another senior, 6'2", 210-pounder. See, and here's the block in the back.
Oh.
So that's against Boonville.
We will take that.
It'll go from the spot of the foul, though. So looks like they're still going to have enough room for the first down.
Washington at home tonight with Boonville. Next week, a road trip to Mount Vernon. And that wraps up the regular season. The IHSAA football sectional pairing show is set for this Sunday, 5 o'clock from Indianapolis. So we'll find out who the opening opponent will be in that postseason tournament.
Boy, we
Sunday.
need a good draw in that one. The penalty did move them back 10 yards, but they still had enough for the first down, so it's going to bring up 1st and 10. The ball's resting on the 43 of the Hatchets. Connor sets his team. He's got 1 running back in the backfield, 2 receivers, 1 man in motion going right to left. Hatchets with a blitz, gets good penetration. He's going to go to the air, finds a man open, overthrows him. And Woolley almost had a chance of picking that off with the overthrow.
Well done there. Nice job by the Hatchet defense. I think they caught Boonville kind of on their heels.
Well, we had a perfectly timed blitz. I didn't get the number whoever blitzed, but it was just excellent timing. Got right in there and really disrupted the quarterback, forced him to move out here to the right and pass without being able to set his feet. So that's 2nd and 10. Ball remains at the Hatchet 43. Connor sets the offense. He's got 3 receivers to the right. Hatchet showing blitz again. They're bringing up the line. Here's a handoff to number 22 again, and he is tripped up. That's Memmering with the stop. Got him down low, which Ryland's so good at doing. Did pick up about 4 yards.
Got to watch 22. It looks like he's their go-to guy, Mark, and he is big in the force.
He's the only one in the backfield, so unless they run one of those slot men across and hand off, he's basically, it's either he or the quarterback that's going to have that ball. 3rd and 6, ball on 39. Connor's going to look again for the quick throw out, and that was off the fingers. Should have been caught, but not completed. Let's see what.
How about that? They're going to, well, let's see
what they do here. They're in Hatchet territory. I almost think they're going for it. Looks like so.
Quarterback goes over to the sideline to get the call.
4th and 6.
Come on, D. Stick him.
Ball's on the 39, the Hatchets. This could be the big play early in this game.
Do not give up the big play either.
They tried the little pass out in the flat. Let's see if they go back to that. Connor's going to keep it, and he tries to cut it up. He cuts back across the grain and finds a wide open field. He's at the 20, makes a little cut inside, and finally taken down at the 9. We had him stopped. All the momentum was going one way, and he found a lane going back the other direction, and there was no one there. We're lucky that we stopped him out of the end zone. Really good vision that time by Connor to find the open lane. So it's going to be 1st and goal to go on the 8. 10 minutes now to go in the first quarter. Boonville with a short field. This time quarterback up under center. We don't see that a lot. He hands off to number 22. Again, his favorite guy, Wilder. Fights forward. Hatchet's on top of him there. Looks like Ruben's getting up a little bit slow, Dwayne. We don't need that. Come on, Ruben, get up there. It's that ankle again. He's limping pretty good.
Don't like seeing that. I don't think it's going to keep him down long, though, on his senior night. But he is hobbling off.
Ruben's one of my favorite pictures up here for senior night. I don't know if you caught it, Dwayne, and I sent a player out to ask what the scoop was. It's got Ruben with a picture holding a plate of pancakes pouring syrup on it, and I'm thinking. So I sent him out, and I found out Ruben saw it on TikTok, thought it was cool, and that was what he went with. So interesting. Ruben's a great guy.
He really is. Been in my class at radio TV for a couple of years.
2nd goal to go from the 5. Connor sets his offense. He's got Wilder back behind him. Man in motion. That's going to be illegal procedure on Boonville. Moving back 5. Oh, no, Hatchet's offsides. Like Boonville moved early, but it was on the Hatchet defensive player's move. So that's going to be 2nd and goal to go. Just about a yard outside, half the distance to the goal.
Free Wi-Fi in the stands tonight for fans. It's RTC Demo. Just type in I Love RTC. And
Connor hands off to Wilder, and Wilder goes in for 6. So 51-yard drive by Boonville puts them up 6-0 early in this first quarter with the Hatchets.
3 minutes gone. 6-0 extra point coming for Boonville.
Checking out Ruben here on the sidelines. He's in some pain. But like I say, Dwayne, I think you're right. He'll be back. Number 31 for Boonville doing the kicking. Elijah Biggins. He's another senior. Lots of seniors on this Boonville squad. Snap is up. Bobbled, trying to get on. And that one is not going to happen. The ball is still live. Saw something get thrown in there. I don't know whether it was a marker yet. Looks like the marker for the official. Hopefully no flag. So kick is no good on the bad snap. So that puts Boonville up 6-0. 9:06 left to go in the first.
Tonight's game coverage brought to you by Bobcat of Davies County. Bobcat of Davies County, proud supporter of the Hatchets. Also, Williams Brothers Healthcare Pharmacy, your hometown pharmacy team, thanks to Donaldson Insurance. Donaldson Insurance, proud backers of the Washington Hatchets. Also, a big thank you to RTC Communications. Again, free mobile Wi-Fi tonight in the stands. Compliments of RTC. Just go to RTC Demo. I love RTC, and you're good to go. Senior night tonight. Again, coaches versus cancer night. So lots going on here at the field. Could be the final home game of the season for the Hatchets, depending on the draw, which is set for this Sunday.
Say we could really use a good draw on that Sunday. There's 4 teams hoping to play one another and 4 teams hoping not to.
There you go. That pretty much sums up that bracket for sure.
Back to return, we've got Cordell and is that Ryland or Aldridge? Can't tell on that far side. Be one of the two. Awaiting this kick.
Looks like it's Aldridge.
15-yard line. Here comes the kick. It's a low line driver. It's going to go to Aldridge. Aldridge picks it up at the 15, cuts across the grain, turns it up. He's at the 20. Hit then and taken down quickly and hard, but gets it out to the 23. So we get an opportunity to see the Hatchet offense. Struggled a little bit last week, but had 2 fantastic weeks back-to-back against Pike Central and Princeton. See if we can get back on track with that.
Well, it's good to see the fans out tonight showing their support for this team.
This team and honoring the seniors, it definitely is.
You know, 2-5, not the record they'd hoped for, but I know, Mark, we sound like a broken record and not making excuses, but that is one of the toughest schedules you can find in high school football.
It is, and with just a couple, 3 seniors, we're playing a lot of freshmen and sophomores. Styles in back. Oh, handoff, ball's fumbled.
No.
Going to have to get down on that.
Stowers
with a little bit of trouble on the handoff. That's going to move us back.
miscommunication on that.
Loss of about 10 yards right there.
So a second and 20. Stowers is the sophomore quarterback, signal caller for the Hatchets.
Nate Aldridge is in the slot. Ryland Memring, one of the slot players. Brody Iser, receiver. Stowers sits his offense, 2 backs in the backfield. First man hands off to that looks like Murphy. Murphy's trying to push up, get some of that yardage back, and he's going to get about 4, it looks like to me. I do like that 2-man backfield, Dwayne. Makes the defense have to key on both players. We see Ruben out there on the offensive side of the ball, too.
Yeah, he got right back in pretty quick. You knew he wasn't going to sit out long on his senior night.
Coach came over to talk to him on the bench, and he popped up and started loosening up. Stowers sets his offense. We've got 2 receivers to the left, to the right, 2 running backs. It looks like Cook and Murphy, I believe. Stowers calling the signal now. He's going to fake it, look for the little up and out. He's got a man open. So that's a 20, pushes forward. That's Isaac, gets pushed up to about the 25, 26-yard line. So that's going to bring up a 4th. Hatchets get some of that yardage back.
4th and 9.
In this field position, going to have to come back and punt away. So a 3 and out on the Hatchets' first possession.
Quarterback for Boonville set to receive the kick.
Well, you don't see that very often.
It's Clay Connor, senior. 6'5", 200 pounds, as you said.
Lean and mean, he looks like.
It's tough.
High snap, here comes the rush. Gets it off, nicely done by
Oliver Rowe.
Rowe does a nice job. Quarterback is going to let it roll.
Nice
Hatchet roll. Gets rolled back to about the 32 as Ryland Memring downs it. Really nice job of Rowe to get the snap. Was a little low. He got it up, and there was one lane for that ball to go through, and he put it through there.
6-0. Boonville with the lead. 6:43 to go. Opening quarter here at Hatchet Hollow. Dwayne Shake and Mark Myers, glad to have you along. Boonville Pioneers in town tonight.
Be Boonville's second possession on the evening.
We're talking about talking to Pounder Ryan Wagler. He's the announcer for Boonville, Washington graduate. They've got Gibson Southern next week, and that's going to be a barn burner.
Definitely.
To wrap up their regular season.
Connor with Wilder, the lone man in the backfield. Here goes a man in motion. They hand off to him. That's number 26, and he's got a lane on the outside. He's at the 40, 45, 50, still on his feet. Finally knocked out of bounds in Hatchet territory. That was Ballard went in motion. They handed it to him, and he was off to the races, finding a lot of green on that left side of the Hatchet defense. He picks up the first down and then some, takes it inside Hatchet territory down on the 41. Got to get some better penetration in there to disrupt that type of an offense. Connor with Wilder in the back, 2 receivers over to the right, and he is going to look to the air. It's going to be a quick little out screen play to number 5 across the middle, and he picks up a couple great blocks, and he's off to the races now. Nobody's going to catch him, Dwayne.
Nope.
That's a 41-yard touchdown run on the quick little pass out to the flat.
Boy, he was quick, but he got some great blocks there, too. And that seals the deal. It's 12-0 with the extra point coming. They may go for 2 here. We'll see.
That was Reinhardt, I believe, with that touchdown. Well, that didn't take long. Boonville up 12-0 on our Hatchets. 6:05 left to go in the first.
Quarterback Connor will now hold for the kicker. Well, he does it all, doesn't he?
He does. I think he plays safety on defense, too. Good snap this time for Boonville. And this one up through the uprights. Perfect.
That's good.
13-0.
13-0 in favor of the Pioneers. We return to Hatchet Hollow after this quick timeout on WAMW. Football Friday night. Getting hard to believe the regular season winding down, Mark.
Sectional here, sectional in soccer, boys tennis, just lots going on, and it has it. And these young seniors realizing just how fast time does go.
What a game last night, Mark. Good call. You and Monty on that. The girls' Lady Hatchet soccer team pulled off a huge upset victory at Jasper.
Well,
that was exciting.
It was a great game to be a part of. Tickled to death to be able to call it.
And they play for the championship tomorrow, 2 o'clock, back at Jasper.
All the Washington soccer teams playing for a sectional championship. We talked before we went on the air. That has never happened.
That's very cool. Washington and Washington Catholic, boys and girls.
Here goes the kickoff. A one-hopper to Aldridge at the 25. He cuts it out, trying to find some room out there. Cuts it inside. He's at the 30, breaks a tackle, and too many white jerseys now, but he does get out with forward progress to the 30-yard line.
Well, I tell you, give Aldridge a lot of credit. He's not a big guy, but he came at it. He's not afraid of anybody.
He's not. He really likes to return kicks.
Had a little bit. He made more out of that than what he initially had, for sure.
He broke a couple of tackles to get up in 30. We'll take on a kickoff return, coming out to the 30.
13-0 Boonville. If you're just joining us, 5:56 to play.
We're getting Halloween pictures text to us. It's not even Halloween yet.
That scared me, Mark. I'm sorry.
I know. I almost didn't show it to you. Stowers going to be in the shotgun now. Looks like, is that Cook behind him? He's got trips to the right, one receiver to the left. He's going to hand off to Cook, and that is Cook off of tackle. Gets up through there pretty quickly in a cloud of dust. Picked up a yard, it looks like. Going to bring up a 2nd and 9.
We got some, we do have one big major dust spot right there on the 30 in Hatchet territory, between the 30 and the 40-yard line.
Been a little light on rain for a while now.
It's been way light.
Stowers going to stay in the shotgun. Cook is going to stay in at halfback. Got Memmering to the left. Here comes Aldridge in motion, right to left. Going to look for Isaac again. Isaac catches it at the 35, pushed back, but forward progress is going to give him a 5-yard gain. See a lot of good sportsmanship out there, Dwayne. Each team helping other players up, patting them on the helmet. That was something that in the Jasper soccer game, so many of those girls had played with Jasper girls on travel team. They're a big rival, but it's a little bit different feel when they're buddies and friends like that.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, ultimately, sportsmanship is what it's all about in any sport.
Trips to the right, one receiver to the left. That's Isa all by himself out here. Cook stays in the backfield, hand off to Cook, and Cook is hit almost as quick as he gets it, pushes forward, Does pick up a couple yards, but it's going to come up short of the first down.
Man, he tried to thread the needle there, squeeze the gap. Just didn't have a lot to go to.
No, Boonville really closed that down quickly. Hatchets wisely looking to bring the punting team in. Thought for a second we might go for it, but
4th and 2 on the 38, Hatchet territory.
Rowe had a lot of pressure that last time, was able to get off a nice punt. See if he can duplicate it again. Connor standing back. The quarterback, as Dwayne mentioned, this time a perfect snap. And
look at that kick.
Nice high end over end kick. Oh, and the quarterback picks it up. And takes advantage of an open field off to the right. Memmering gives chase, and Memmering does take him down. But boy, that was gutsy by Connor. Looked like he was going to bounce away from him.
It also looked like he waved his hand.
He did, but he didn't catch it, so
okay.
Makes a live ball. But yep, he was looking to call a fair catch there.
So that was legal.
Third
like
possession.
Said, gutsy.
3:42 left to go in the first. 13-0. The Pioneers.
He does it all. I mean, he's returning kicks. He's quarterback. He's safety.
He's in the shotgun. He's going to hand off to Wilder again. Wilder is trying to explore that right side of the Hatchets defense. But Hatchets with a good stop right there. Murphy, one of the players in on the tackle. Also Cook. Also number 59 for the Hatchets, Lego, our center and defensive lineman. Or linebacker, excuse me.
What do you say, though? I mean, that's just athletes over there on the Boonville side, Mark. Those are big boys.
Well, and football is in their tradition, in their DNA. They've been a good program for a long time.
Makes a world of difference.
And they are definitely wanting that showdown for Gibson Southern. Let's go, D. Four-man front for the Hatchets, shotgun for Connor. He hands off to Wilder again, off that right side again. Wilder's going to have enough for the first down, carries it out past the 50 and inside Hatchet territory. Lego again, one of the players on the stop.
You know what, though, Mark? I really like our kids. They gut it out every week.
Yep, they do.
They play with heart.
Their time's come. We just want them to be competitive and do their best. That's what all we can ask. Going to stay with that four-man front. Connor's got him in the shotgun. There goes Wilder in motion. They're going to look to him on the quick throw out. That ball's live. No, incomplete pass. Looked like it was behind him where it almost could have been a live ball.
Boy, it wasn't a good pass there by Connor.
So it's going to bring up 2nd 10 on the incompletion. Again, the ball resting in Hatchet territory. 48-yard line. Could use a turnover right here. Get something creative.
13-0 Boonville, if you're just joining us. The Pioneers, 2 unanswered touchdowns.
Let's get some penetration by the defense here. 3-man front this time by the Hatchets. There's some good penetration. Jenny gets in there, but the quarterback's going to keep it and bust out there. Connor with another nice run. About a 19-yarder he cracks off there. First down and deeper into Hatchet territory for Boonville.
Between Connor and Wilder, that is a 1-2 punch there. Fans, you get your money's worth if you watch that Boonville-Gibson Southern game. I think they can go head-to-head with them. And we know what Gibson Southern's got, Mark.
Yep, they are a very good, very well-coached team. Connor's got 3 receivers to the right. Wilder stays in. He is going to look downfield on the pass, going deep. He's got a man wide open. If it can hang on, and he cannot, that should have been a touchdown. 26 wide open. The only person covering him was the goalpost.
Yeah, he got away from him, and a big break for Washington there. I think he probably was worried about where he was at in relation to that goalpost. Because he's just about right into it.
Pass a little high, but should have been caught. I'd say we might see them go back to that play again, Dwayne.
Clock stop with 2:03 to go in the opening quarter. Again, 13-0 Boonville on top here at Hatchet Hollow.
Connor keeps the trips to the right. Wilder's going to be his lone back in the backfield in the shotgun. Hatchets with that three-man front again. Fakes the handoff to Wilder, and Connor just takes it up the gut. Still on his feet. He's at the 20, 15. Nobody's going to catch him on a nice run by Wilder for a 31-yard darting in and out run for another score, making it 18-0 for the Hatchets. We're over pursuing, Dwayne. We're getting so far going one way. They're finding wide open field on the side away from the play, and they've been coached to cut it back across the grain like that. So 3 scores still in the first quarter with 1:50 to go. Hatchet's defense back on their heels right now. And Dwayne, we've talked about it all season. When the offense can't pick up first down, that puts that defense out on the field a lot, and they tend to wear down, and that kick is good, making it 20-0 still in the first quarter.
1:50 left to play. We'll be back here to Hatchet Hollow after this timeout on WAMW FM Washington, your home for the Hatchets.
Center.
Just why it was nice return by Cordell. It's a knuckleball. Aldridge gets it. They both tried to get it. Aldridge takes off. He's going to be taken down quickly. That was right between them, and Aldridge is going to get it out to about the 21-yard line.
Hatchet offense back on the field. Just, I think they got 1 first down so far. Really struggled. They haven't got it into Boonville territory yet, I don't believe.
No, we have not been able to make it into Boonville territory.
See what we can do on this one. 1:45 in the opening quarter, 20-0 in favor of Boonville.
Stowers going to have 2 running backs, Murphy and Cameron Cook. Got Aldridge on the left, 2 other receivers on the right. Stowers calling for the ball now, getting in the shotgun, sets his offense. Hands off, that's to Cook, it looks like. Cook is going to make a nice little gain from first down carry as the play's blown dead. Let's see where they give him forward progress to.
Right up the gut there. Good job by Cook.
Like those quick hitters, gives him 5 on that carry.
Let's do it again.
Makes a big difference when you've got a more experienced team over there if you can run those quick hitters where the guys don't have to hold their blocks long. 3-man front also for Boonville. Should be able to exploit that a little bit. Stowers hands off to Cook again. Cook pushes up forward. He's going to get to the line of scrimmage. Might have picked up another one. Right in that big cloudy dust spot right in the middle of the field.
We always seem to end up there, it looks like.
So that's going to bring up a very manageable 3rd and 2.
Come on, guys.
A couple quick handoffs right there.
45 seconds left to go. Hatchets will get 1 more play off.
Let's get a first down. Let's give that defense a little rest.
Come on now.
Double running backs in the backfield again. We've got 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Stowers making the call. Fakes it, hands off to Murphy, and he is caught in the backfield. That's going to be a loss. So we went from 3rd and short to 4th and about 3. Looks like the Hatchets are talking about you've got to punt it away with this field position, I believe. Looks like they're thinking about it. No, they're just waiting for the quarter to end. They're into the first. Boonville 20, Hatchets 0.
We'll be back with second quarter action after this on WAMW.
Not able to get this one off. And Boonville is going to come up with some fantastic field position.
Not what we needed there, Mark, for sure. Sure.
They brought the house, and the house got there, let me tell you. No opportunity at all to get rid of that ball.
That's not his fault.
No.
I'll tell you what, he can kick the ball, but he's got to have a little bit of time back there.
He had none.
Some of those that he...
Yeah, that last punt before that was a beautiful, high, nice kick.
So the Pioneers with a chance to score another, leading 20-0 right now on the A&R Home Center scoreboard with the 1st and 10 deep in Hatchet territory.
Going with a 28-yard field. Big difference. Connor sets his offense. He's got 3 receivers to the left. Wilder's his favorite go-to guy in the backfield, and there it is handed off to Wilder right up the gut, pushes forward, and
he
the
lost
ball
it.
came loose.
A flag on the play, too.
Looks like Hatchet's got the ball, so it could be a first turnover. Let's see what that flag is. It is Hatchet football.
Nice job, Hatchets. I think that he was trying to throw, they're waving off the flag. He was trying to throw a beanbag to mark the spot of the fumble.
First turnover, Hatchet's cash in
That's
to get
big.
the ball
Good
back.
Job. Defense coming through. Fumble Rooski. Fumble Aya.
That's my favorite caller guy right there. I didn't even ask for it this time. You dealt her out. Thank you. 1st and 10 for the Hatchets at the 24. Got Isa and Aldridge to the right. Looks like, I think Dwyer may be in at receiver. Has not played much in the last few games. He's been battling an injury. Looks like Stowers has Cook in the backfield. Here comes a quick little fake out. Throws it to Isa. Isa with the quick turn.
A good positive yardage there.
Well, as they faked to that little bubble screen that we like to throw, Boonville bid on it, was able to find Isa open for a nice gain. Looks to go about for 8 yards. Bring up a 2nd and 2.
Tomorrow, be sure to join us for the Coach Joe Morris show as we talk Hatchet football over breakfast live at Benji's after the 8 o'clock news tomorrow morning.
Now I'm thinking about breakfast. Stowers in the shotgun. Cook is the only man in the backfield behind him. Definitely taking the time. 2 receivers on each side. 5 on the play clock. Here's that quick little fake out. This time going back to Memmering. Memmering gathers it in.
Aldridge.
Or Aldridge, excuse me. Aldridge at the 45.
Good job.
Nearly makes it out.
Great play by the Hatchets. Move the chains. Yes, sir-ree.
Well, that's a little wrinkle in our bubble screen we haven't seen. They faked it, bit, and then the guy that they were looking to throw the bubble screen goes upfield. And a nice first down pickup. And nose of the football on the 50-yard line right now.
Almost in Boonville territory.
Best field position of the evening. That's what we want to see. Come back and put some fight in it, guys. Fight back. Stowers has 2 receivers on each side. Cook stays in at halfback position. Here's a throw out to Aldridge again. He catches into Boonville territory, dancing and moving those feet around. That ball got loose, but Hatchets able to recover it. Boy, they ripped that ball right out of Aldridge's hand. And who was that? Isa with heads-up play to get on that ball and recover that fumble.
So he had gained about 6, but knocked back 4 on the fumble. So he's still got about a yard gain.
Yep, still positive yards. We're going to give him 2, call it second and 8 in Boonville territory for the first time tonight.
Tonight's game coverage brought to you by the Crane Credit Union, banking on a Hatchet victory, and CPU Fix Up, the computer experts on Main Street, downtown Washington.
Stowers is going to bring Murphy back in the backfield with Cook. 2 receivers to this side, 1 to the other. Handoff goes to Cook as Cook pushes up forward, twisting down. Going to pick up about a yard, so it's going to bring up a 3rd and 7. Cook looked like he had an opening, but my goodness, Boonville closes hard and fast. Look at all those young folks walking across in front of us, Dwayne, with those Hatchet sweatshirts on. 3rd and 6, ball's on the 46. Stowers is in the shotgun this time. Cook only man in the backfield. 2 receivers this side. That's Isa and 2 receivers right together. Look like Isa and Aldridge just ran the same pattern. They were almost touching when they came out of there, and Stowers not sure which one to throw to. It's going to bring up a 4th down. Hatchets might go for this one, Dwayne. First time we've tasted Boonville territory. We might leave Stowers in and try to pick this. And that looks exactly what they're going to do. We need to pick it up. Important, very important first down opportunity here for the Hatchets.
I like it.
Memmering and Aldridge on this side. Empty backfield this time for Stowers. It's like Stowers might do the punting where he's backing off to. And he will. Like a little quick squib kick. Goes out of bounds at the 32-yard line. Would have liked to got that one a little bit deeper, but Boonville will take over, leading this one already 20-0 with 9:08 left to go in the second quarter.
Had momentum there a little bit, Mark, pushing it forward, a couple of good first downs, but got stuck there, and now it's Boonville football.
Let's stop them one time. We got the turnover off the fumble that last series. Let's see if we can get something to happen here.
Memmering Farms and Memmering Ag Services, a proud sponsor tonight of Hatchet football.
Well, should we reveal, since you're talking about Memmerings, who that Halloween face that we got sent?
You can't miss it. You can't miss it.
I'll let you introduce him.
Kimono Phil.
There you go. Connor puts a man in motion, hands off to that man in motion that we've seen that play earlier. That's number 26, and he cuts it up the field 40. He's hit hard, taken down. That was a touchdown-saving tackle by Murphy right there.
Boy, I tell you. Oh, I'm sorry. No, that's Oliver Rowe.
Oliver Rowe came up.
Oliver, great job. Mark, I like that kid. I'm sorry, I do. He can kick. He plays great football. Not a big player, but he plays big.
You don't have to apologize for that. We're proud of him. He's got
tough,
a big heart.
isn't he? Yes, he does. That was a great tackle. He brought him down by himself, and he had steam.
There's a penalty there, Dwayne, so that one's going to march it back. That was against Boonville. I did not see what the penalty was, but we will take it. I'm going to push it back to the 28. So it's going to bring up a 1st and 15 from the 28, so a 5-yarder. So we've mainly seen Connors and Wilder, the main offense. That time, though, Ballard with a nice gain. Fakes that handoff again, and Connor, he makes a great fake on that, and then he knows to take off at Rowe.
Rowe again.
Rowe and Cook.
Good job, Oliver. That's two nice tackles.
Chopped the much bigger man down at his legs, and throwing his body in there. I like it.
He ain't scared.
2nd and 8, ball's at the 35.
Kid plays tough.
He does. Comes up hard. That's what you need out of your defensive back. And he's not foolish where he tries to take the bigger player up high. He takes him out the legs. And Connor's no easy 6'5", 200-pounder, not an easy man to
No,
tackle.
he's not. 8 minutes to go first half, 20-0 Boonville. Here at Hatchet Hollow.
Hatchets with a 4-man front, cheating one of our cornerbacks up. Look for the blitz here possibly.
And a flag on the play.
Delay game. Play clock.
Wow.
We're going to move them back 5, bring up a second and about 13.
Boonville's had some football players go on to the next level. I remember Maccabee. That's the big one I can think of.
Yeah, Judge was talking about a fantastic run. He was going to go to Navy. I think ended up at Purdue, and I guess he really doing quite the special things at Purdue. I just don't watch any Purdue sports, Dwayne. I'm kind of an IU guy.
Kind of an IU guy, huh?
Shotgun for Connor. He's looking across the middle deep. Let's see if it can be broken up, overthrown. Good coverage that time by the Hatchets. They were running step for step. That was Aldridge. Staying right with him.
Aldridge has had a good night on his senior night tonight. He's playing hard. Let's get a stop here, D.
3rd and 13.
Need a stop.
Let's get a sack. I like to see a sack. See if the Hatchets blitz or play it safe. Try to keep them from that first down. Ball's on the 30, 3rd and 13. Connor moves Wilder to his left. Going to look to the air. Throws it across the middle, finds an open man. That middle, as we've talked about, missed tackle. 30, 40, still on his feet. 30, 20,
yeah,
still on his feet, cutting it. And that's Ballard takes it down to the 12.
Man, he's quick. Got some good footwork there. Eluded 2 or 3 Hatchet defenders and great positive yardage.
Big carry on the 3rd and long, able to find the room across middle. We talk about it all the time, Dwayne, that middle of the football field is open so often in high school football, and so few teams exploit it. But Boonville did right there, and the result is 1st and 10 on the 13. Connor with a nice pass, able to find the open man. They sent receivers down deep and just drug the other one right across the middle. Connor with Wilder on his left, 2 receivers to the right. Hand off to Wilder. Wilder pushes it up, and he's in again for another touchdown for Wilder. 26-0, 7:04 left to go in the second.
Extra point coming for the Boonville Pioneers.
Big 3rd down play puts them in that scoring position, and they waste no time at finding the end zone. Wilder with a nice hoe on the right side of that offensive line. Number 31, again for Boonville doing the kicking duties. That's Biggins. Up, and looks like it's good.
It's good. 27-0 in favor of Boonville. We'll be back after a quick timeout here on WAMW.
Memmering Ag Services and
RTC Communications, the tailgate sponsor tonight. Free Wi-Fi for fans at the field. Mobile Wi-Fi is here. And all you have to do is go to RTC Demo. I love RTC. And you're good as gold. Free Wi-Fi available tonight at Hatchet Hollow thanks to RTC Communications.
They were giving away some sharp hats. I had to cob onto one of those dudes.
Absolutely. Hats, blankets.
RTC also supplies the field with their wireless.
Thank you to Jimbo's. Jimbo's took care of the pizza tonight for our tailgate. Boy, 12 large pizzas sounds like a lot till you put it at the entrance of the football game.
No doubt. Pizza and blankets were the hot items tonight. Chilly evening, speaking of hot. Here's a knuckleball kicked away from Boonville, and that one's going to go out of bounds. That'll bring the ball out to the 35-yard line. We'll take that.
The band will perform at the half. And I believe they will be recognized as well, their senior members.
Yep, they will. Also going to have the boys soccer team, PAC champs, dance team, and as you mentioned, the band.
So it'll be an extended halftime. They're going to put 18 minutes on the clock at the half.
Just had Sharon Mead from Davis Community Hospital up talking about cancer awareness to the crowd. Again, the pink is out hot and heavy. The boys have the socks on. Cheerleaders with the pink pom-poms. First and 10 for the Hatchets. Again, the ball at the 35. A nice place to start. Second possession of this second quarter. Stowers in the shotgun. Here's a quick throw out. That's to Cordell Turner. Cordell is not able to find any room, and he is hit and taken down quickly. Tried to get Cordell something out in the flat, and he just was well covered. Boonville was looking for that one.
Really the first time Cordell's had his chance to get the hands on it, though.
Yep, I was just thinking a minute ago, boy, we're not hearing much out of Cordell. Not much of an opportunity right there to be able to get something going. Stowers brings out this Murphy, the lone back in the backfield right behind him. Two receivers to the right. Cordell on the left in the slot. Can't tell who that other receiver is. Hatchets are going to look for the out, and here comes the pressure up the gut, and that is going to be a sack on Stowers. That's a big loss of yardage right there, Dwayne. Stowers with no opportunity to do anything but get down and take that sack.
Boonville's got a big contingent of fans here tonight.
Looks like we lost about 10, yep. Timeout, Boonville.
5:58 left to go. Once again, let's talk about tomorrow's coverage. We've got the girls soccer sectional championship first from Jasper. 2 o'clock kickoff as Washington will take on Princeton for the 2A sectional championship. And then the boys will play here in Washington at the sports complex tomorrow night for the 2A boys sectional championship with Gibson Southern. That is a 7 o'clock kickoff tomorrow night. So 2 big games. Of course, good luck to Washington Catholic boys and girls soccer teams also competing tomorrow in their sectional title games.
3rd and 20, the ball's at the 25. Look for Boonville to bring the pressure. There's a linebacker blitz. Stowers is getting outside. He's going to dump that off to Isa. Isa catches it and is going to get pushed out of bounds at about the 32-yard line. So got some yardage back, but not enough for the first down. So we're going to see the punting team come in for the Hatchets now. 5:35 left to go in the second. All Boonville so far tonight, 27-0. As we see Connor, the quarterback, go back to receive this punt. I'm kicking away from this guy, Dwayne.
Yeah,
I don't want to give him any opportunity. He's just standing at his own 45. So, again, facing that short field dilemma that we have all night long. So now they bring another return guy back at the last minute. Here's the pressure. Rowe does a great job again of getting rid of that ball. He got roughed. Yep, he got roughing the kicker. There's 2 different ones. There can be a 5-yarder or a 15-yarder. Let's see what we get. My guess it's going to be a 5-yarder. Let's see what happens here. You're going to have to start studying up on officiating so we know these rules inside and out with your spare time.
Well, the offense is coming back out, so I think it's going to be a first down.
So they called it a 15-yarder then.
How about that?
We'll take it. They had a lot of pressure on Rowe that time. So that first down with the mark off of the yards is going to put the ball at the 49 yards, still in our own territory, but smelling that 50-yard line right now, and the offense comes back. Let's get something going. Let's put some points on this first half, fellas. Let's find somebody open. 1st and 10 on the 49. 5:26, the officials blow it. Got 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Isa over here. Stowers with Murphy is the only running back in the backfield. Pumps it up. He's going deep, but the receiver stops. and doesn't run through. You got to run through that ball and stay after it. Overthrown by Stowers, but Hatchets were trying to go and pick up the long bomb right there. Clock stops, 5:10. Remains first down. Defense of Boonville's played a nice game tonight, just playing a three-man front. Anchor of that up front is big number 70, Brooks Agner. He's 6'4", 245-pound nose guard, and he's definitely been a disruptor in there. Here comes a man in motion. Up at the 2 Hatchets in motion. That one's going to be blown dead. Hatchets are going to give 5 back now. Had 2 guys move at the same time. Can't do that. Going the wrong direction there, D.
I know it.
See the band warming up in the end zone down there.
Got a little golf in today. The Davies County Young Professionals hosted a benefit scramble for Youth First. Good amount of money was raised. A great day on the links. Had a fun afternoon playing some golf at Country Oaks today.
It was a nice crowd. I went up there to talk to the coach and had a good crowd. And as you said, raised a nice amount.
18 teams in all.
Here trips to left. Here comes Aldridge in motion from left to right. Stowers turns, throws it out there. That's
nice
to
catch.
Woolley. Woolley's first catch of the night, able to get back to the original line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 10. So nice
51 was the winning score today. On 18 holes, that's very impressive. That's a minus 21 on the day.
Holy cow.
And we thought our minus 11 was good.
Wow.
And, I mean, we fought tooth and nail for minus 11. Now, there was mulligans involved. You could purchase mulligans and what have you. So, but still, congratulations on a 51. Wow.
That's a killer score. Stowers in the shotgun. Murphy is in right directly behind him. 2 receivers to each side. Stowers puts on the move, running out, throws on the move and completes it. A nice play.
Oh, good
and
job.
Isaac
Brody's
catches it, makes a turn on it. He might get in, knocked out of bounds, but
nice
a
job,
beautiful
Brody.
move by Brody Isaac on the sideline. Stays
Absolutely.
in, fools the defender totally.
Towed the line there, Mark. Absolutely. Walked a tightrope.
Stowers used his feet too, Dwayne, to get out over here on this right side and get away from the defense, give him an opportunity to throw on the move. But a beautiful shot right to Isa, and Isa again makes that quick turn to his left and gets right down the sidelines for the best play so far for the Hatchets this half.
4:14 left. 27-0 Boonville if you're just joining us.
1st and 10 on the 13. Let's find the end zone,
get it
fellas. Stowers going to look to the air again. He's got pressure forced out. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Get rid. Oh, and he goes down. Got to throw that one away, Dwayne. You just got to throw it out of bounds.
Doggone it. 5, 10.
Lost about 12 yards, 15 yards.
Lost its footing right in the dust storm. Boy, I swear, Mark, we have spent half of this half in that one dust spot, it seems like.
Yeah, we have, and it's kind of a Hatchet Hollow has seen better days. 2nd and 24, ball's on the 28. Hatchet's trying to find some pay dirt. Still in this first half, 3:28 left to go. Stowers goes out on his feet again, throws across to Aldridge, not able to complete it off his fingertips. Wouldn't have went for a lot. So going to bring up 3rd and 24. Got to get used to referees. You got to get used to how time clock and yardage gets put up on the field. Every stadium's different, isn't it?
It is.
Princeton just didn't. That was the worst we'd seen this year.
27-0. 3:20 left to go in the first half.
Hatchets with their best drive so far tonight. The penalty pushed them back.
3rd and 24 on the 28.
Connor shows pressure, and that hit. Let's see. Oh, nice job coming back for that ball. And Stowers took a shot as he is slow to get up. So is Murphy. That they just blew Murphy into Stowers, and both those guys took a heck of a shot. That ball easily could have been an intercepted ball, went high and into the air.
Hatchets take a timeout. They need to regroup here for a minute. 2:55 left to go. We'll take a timeout too and return to Hatchet Hollow after this on WAMW. Washington is trailing the Boonville Pioneers 27-0 on the A&R Home Center scoreboard. Dwayne, Jake, and Mark Myers for your Football Friday night. Thank you for joining us.
4th and 20. Hatchets will go for it. Just 2:55 left to go. Best field position so far. Boonville's showing that they're bringing everybody now. They back the blitz off. Now it's back on. They're bringing it, Dwayne. Here comes a stun out to the right. Stowers forced on the move out to the left, trying to square his feet. Now he's going back across. He's got some room now. Still trying to find an open man. He puts it up there. It could be in there, and it is a score.
Oh!
What a scramble. No, there's a flag here,
Come
Dwayne.
on.
There's
Come
a flag.
on.
We don't like where that flag lays.
Come
what
on.
a play by Stowers.
Don't take
Who
that
made
one.
the reception there, Dwayne?
Do not take that one
They're
away.
fixing to. Oh, no, it's on personal foul.
Yes.
That remains. All right. That's going to
right.
be marked off on the kickoff. Who made that catch, Dwayne? Did you see?
I did not. I apologize. I did not.
It was a heck of a catch. Stowers stayed with it. The receiver stayed with it. Able to find the open receiver in the end zone. Makes a beautiful play.
It was 16. 16.
That'd be Dwyer.
Dwyer.
Jamison Dwyer, first time playing, the senior, 6'1", 180, makes his presence known on senior night with a nice stab and grab for the Hatchets get points. 4th and 20, Dwayne, was what we went for it on. 4th and 20.
And got it.
And score.
Well, credit Stowers with a lot of scrambling back there, and then credit his blockers. He got some nice blocks to keep the ball alive.
He did. When he went from the left to the right, he picked up 2 or 3 really nice blocks that gave him the time to look downfield and find Dwyer.
Well done. Hatchets
Going
on
for
the board.
2. Stowers going to look to the air again. Here's the quick out, and he's got it.
Hey, hey.
Hatchets on the board. That's the way to
Ring
fight
the
back,
bell.
young men.
Ring the bell, 27-8. Now Boonville leads.
Isa with the 2-point conversion catch.
Mark, I really like that. I like that chain of events right there.
Definitely. So the big play set up by Brody Isa on the pass from Stowers to get deep down. We had the sack of Stowers, pushed us back, facing a 4th and 20. He lets go and scores 6, and the Hatchets don't give up, continue to fight.
2:39 to play, first half, 27-8 in favor of Boonville. The Hatchets get their first score.
Definitely lifted the guys. Hatchets trying to get the kicking team together. 2:39 left to go in this first half. 27-8 Boonville. Hatchets with their first score. So that we're also with that personal foul is going to be marked off. So we'll be putting the ball down on the 40-yard line. Connors returns kicks as well, Dwayne. You just don't very often see a quarterback that's a punt and kick returner.
Yeah, he's done it all night.
It's a lot of fun when you get to do it right.
He's played every position he can, I think.
Yep, he does
Key
not leave
positions.
the field. Here comes Rowe with the kick. He hits a high squiver, takes a bounce. Darn, we just couldn't get coverage down there quick enough. That was a nice little squib kick by Rowe, but not able to be recovered by the Hatchets. So Boonville, I hate to say it again, Dwayne, going to be playing with that short field.
2:38 left to go, first half. 27-8 in favor of the Pioneers.
Boonville offense now setting. It's been Connor Wilder and number 26, Ballard. It's been the Boonville offense. Fake to Wilder, and Connor's going to keep it again. He makes that big fake, and he takes off right up the gut. Still on his feet, finally taken down and knocked out of bounds in Hatchet territory. Right at the 35-yard line. He really sells that fake to Wilder, and the Hatchet defense bid on it. And then, man, he exploits that hole and busts up there with a lot of speed and a hard man to stop at 6'5", 200 pounds. So Boonville, 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line in Hatchet territory. Connor has 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Here's the quick out to number 11. Picks up a block, but wow, what a play by Rowe. Fights off the block and comes up and makes the stop right at the line of scrimmage. Oliver Rowe has had an outstanding game from his defensive back position. That just fought off the bigger man on the block, breaks away from the block, and picks up the stop for a no gain. Excellent job, Oliver Rowe. Boonville would really like to put some points on still. 1:38 left to go. They can score quick and efficiently. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Connor's going to keep it. Takes off to the right side, makes a cut on the outside. Breaks 1 tackle, breaks a 2nd tackle, and he's going to get in there, Dwayne, showing the speed and strength of the 6'5",
Nobody got
200-pounder.
him. Yeah.
He's got a lot of speed.
He was on a mission, and Mike will have the stats, but he's got to be close to triple digits in this first half.
Yeah, he is so dangerous.
1:19 to go, 33-8 now with the score for Boonville.
Got Stowers and Aldridge.
1:19 left to play, first half.
Coach Eisen and one other offensive player down here.
They're going to kick
talking
it.
about it.
Kick the extra point.
That area just got about 10 degrees colder all of a sudden, Dwayne. Kick is up and good. 34-8, Boonville.
Well, we had momentum there for a minute, Mark, but Boonville wanted to quiet that down very fast.
They did. Nice play by Rowe, but then Connor finds that opening, and he, with that speed, I'm not sure what his 40 time is, but he got down the field quickly.
That was something. That was something for sure. He was on a mission by himself to absolutely get that touchdown back.
A lot of times he's faking that ball to Wilder, but this time not. He just it was quarterback keep all the way, and he made us pay. Going to have Ryland Memring and Aldridge back to return this kick.
Let's see what we can do here. Love to see the Hatchets get some good positive yardage on this return.
Seen more big guys. We've said this a couple games. There's more big guy linemen kicking than I've ever seen before. They've got number 65.
My goodness, yeah.
Chris Bushell. He's a sophomore, 6 foot, 230 pounds.
6 foot 230, kicking, left-footed. And
Look at him paw that dirt like a bull.
He's kicking the mess like a bull.
We don't need that. Hey, we're saving that grass, dude. Stop that.
He's still kicking it like a bull.
Left foot kicker, too.
Here he goes.
It's a knuckler. It's going to go out of bounds again and give us the ball at the 35. I'll take it. Go back there and kick some more of that dirt.
Just don't show him red.
So 119 left to go. You know the Hatchets want to try to put some more points on the board, see if they take a shot at the end zone here.
34-8 in favor of Boonville. Halftime show coming up. We'll have the chat with the commissioner.
Kick out of bounds, brings the ball out to the 35, so good field position to start this drive for the Hatchets. Hatchets are going to go with trips to the left, one receiver to the right. That looks like Woolley is on this side. Stowers is in the backfield with Cook as the halfback. Three-man front for Boonville. They go with three linebackers. Stowers takes it in the shotgun. They are going to look deep. Stowers flushed out, run to the left. He puts it up there, pitches it up. Is it caught? No, incomplete. Could have possibly been.
Nice effort.
Pass interference, but just really good coverage out there. Thought we might be coming up with a big catch.
Almost came up with it. He really did.
Stops the clock at 1:10 left to go in this first half.
Double coverage, but as far as the pass being on target, it was on target right in his chest. He just had too much coverage.
Stowers with good time. Two receivers to each side. Stower remains in the shotgun with Cook directly behind him. He's got time, throws it out right on the sidelines. That's thrown out to Eisen. He's not able to pull it in, so that's going to be another incomplete pass, stopping the clock at 1:05 and making it 3rd and 10. Hatchets run the play in. Let's see what they're going to dial up for this 3rd and long. We definitely want to hang on to this ball the rest of this quarter. We don't want to give Boonville the ball back. Stowers sets his offense. Three receivers to the left, one to the right. Cook remains in the backfield. Here goes Stowers. Here comes a blitz. You got to get rid of it. You got to get rid of it. That's a loose ball. Let's see if they call this a fumble or a pass, and it's going to be a fumble. And Boonville is going to take over. They had the blitz coming from the defensive back on the right side. Stowers never saw him until the last minute, tried to get rid of the ball. And we just talked about we didn't want to give Boonville back the ball, and we just did with the ball on the 20-yard line. Never saw that blitz coming. We didn't have anybody out there to account for it. And with the blitz, the fumble on the pass play. Boonville just playing with a short field this entire first half, and they've made us pay.
Under a minute to go. 34-8, timeout, Washington. We'll be back to Hatchet Hollow after this quick break on WAMW. Hollow, Washington trailing 34-8. Dwayne Shake with Mark Myers. Glad to have you along for Football Friday night, week number 8 out of the Friday Night Lights. The IHSAA Football Sectional Pairing Show coming up Sunday, 5 o'clock. We'll find out who the Hatchets play in round 1 of the tournament Sunday night. It's always going to be so crucial.
Boy, it is.
Sectional is 2 weeks from tonight.
Holy moly. Shotgun for Connor, hands off to Wilder. Wilder up, cutting through, breaks a tackle on a straight arm.
He's in.
Another touchdown with 50 seconds left to go in this first half.
40-8. And the extra point coming up.
Put a big stiff arm on one of the Hatchet defenders, just drove him to the ground, kept those feet moving. He gets quite a head of steam up when he's running through that hole. Here comes the extra point. The opportunity to make it 41-8. Hatchet's first turnover couldn't have came at a worse time as Boonville rushing a guy in. That's a long way to run for a lineman. Snap is away, hold is good, and that looks like
just clear.
Barely made it.
But it is good. 41-8 now on the A&R Home Center scoreboard with 49 seconds to go. Say the Hatchets will probably just take a knee and get out of this and head to the locker room.
Regroup.
Jackets are on tonight. Blankets are out on a chilly football Friday night. Once again, lots going on at halftime. We will have an extended halftime show. The dance team will be performing. Buck Naked and Barefoot? Is that what it's called? Buck Naked and Barefoot.
I think that's what they called it.
And then the band will perform. And
country song, Dwayne.
I know it's a country song.
Right.
It's
not a theme. It's a country song.
Oh, you can't say we don't have fun. And the seniors will be, more seniors will be honored at the half as well.
You know, it seems like Ruben has been, he's kind of like, I'm trying to think the basketball player for IU that's been around for 6 years. Just seems like Ruben's been here quite a while, doesn't it? He'll be missed.
He's a senior this year, one of those 3 seniors, and then the senior manager was also recognized.
Big Bull number 65 coming up to kick. He's not kicking that dirt up this time.
Oh, he got that.
Deep one, man. That's a shot. Caught at the 20 by Aldridge, and look at that block right there.
Oh, my.
And another block. Holy cow, Murphy puts 2 Boonville. He knocks one flat. Goes right through him and nails another Boonville. 2 fantastic blocks by Murphy right there.
That was right in front of the Hatchet fans, and they really like that.
Offensive slobber knocker. I like it.
That was a slobber knocker, Mark. We haven't called too many of them.
Twofer.
That was the old slobber knocker.
That was a nice one.
Take no prisoners. He just said, get out my way.
No doubt. Getting the second guy was the real impressive thing with it.
Yeah. He never lost his footing at any point in time.
42 seconds left to go. 41-8 Boonville. We do not need to give them the ball back here. Just letting the play clock tick down. Stowers going to look to throw. Throws it out there. Trying to find Dwyer, but underthrown on a tough throw across the field with pressure.
It is good to see Dwyer back in the lineup. He has the lone touchdown reception for the Hatchets.
He's really fought injuries these last 2 years, and you really hate that for a young
senior
person.
This year on senior night.
Goes by so quick, and not to be able to play due to injuries is tough.
Hatchet band ready to get set up on the field. Boy, they have won, I believe, 3 first-place titles now in the marching band competitions. They have really been bringing home some hardware. So big shout-out to Mr. Burris and the Hatchet Golden Pride Band.
Stowers looking to the air again, throws it out to Aldridge, and he is covered up as they know that play when it's coming. And they just swallow Aldridge up, and it's going to be a loss. Lost about 2 yards. This clock ticks away. Let's let halftime come, team. That's just not, though. They're going to try to get a play out. Make it a good one, boys, if we're going to run it. 5, 3, 2.
They got it off.
Hand off to Cook. Boonville was looking for the pass. Cook's going to go out there and pick up about a yard. As I don't like that. There's Ruben down again, Dwayne. That ankle, you can tell he's banged up. 41-8, Boonville in control at Hatchet Hollow tonight on senior night.
Stick around. We'll have the IHSAA Commissioner's Corner with Commissioner Paul Neidig coming up during the half. You're listening to Hatchet Football on Memories 107.9 WAMW. Are we having fun yet, Mark?
We're having fun. We're getting these blind texts from somebody that I worked with at Bryden Balls Concrete
There's a throwback.
100 years ago.
The concrete yard reference. Thank you. I appreciate you listening. I don't have a name on the text, Mark, so I can't tell you.
I got a guess out there. If he can text you who he is, we'll find out if I'm right or not. But whoever it is, we appreciate you listening and bringing back a blast from the past.
The old concrete yard days.
At Bryden Balls. And he's long gone now, so I can bring this up. It was always a rush on Friday to get to the banks to see, because your first 5 or 6 checks went through, the next 5 or 6 maybe not. But worked with a lot of great guys there and had a lot of fun. I'll tell you who it is. I know exactly who it is. Dean Harwood. Just dawned on me. That explains a lot.
Oh, Dino.
His son, Jeffrey, is an assistant coach with the Hatchets. Just got back from Florida going to help with all that
yeah,
storm.
That was very cool. And, well, I tell you, he witnessed fatality, actually, doing that work. One of the fellow electricians.
That's what Pam told me.
My
dangerous
goodness.
Stuff.
It is dangerous stuff, so we appreciate all those linemen who sacrificed to get the job done. And especially those who stepped up to head down to Florida to help out with that.
Hatchets are going to get a return the ball and get offense on the field first tonight, or first this second half, excuse me. 41-8. Here comes that big boy kicks a line drive, hard ball, goes to Aldridge. He's trying to find some, makes a quick cut, spins out, still fighting on his feet. Finally ripped down, and that ball comes out. Let's see. And it does get turned over, and Boonville with the early turnover in this second half.
My goodness.
Rips the ball away, and Hatchets give it up on the turnover.
I didn't even see that one get stripped.
Sometimes that happens when you're fighting for that extra yard. You get somebody in there with an arm or a hand and knocks the ball loose. And
Connor's coming out to start the second half. I don't think we'll see much of him the remainder of this game.
Probably just this series. He's going to stay in the shotgun. He's went up under center, I think, twice. He's got 2 receivers to the left. That's Wilder in the back. Look for the keep. No, he's going to fake the handoff and go for the pass. And look at the blitz.
Oh, my.
What a nice play. Kobe Thomas, the freshman, busts through there, as is Murphy also there, and that's a nice sack, knocks him back.
That was well done. Hey, Mark, that's a slobber knocker.
That was a nice slobber knocker. Connor all over his offensive line, not happy with their protection. They tried the fake handoff to hold the defense, but Kobe Thomas not having anything to do with it, and bust up the middle to make the stop. Connor back in shotgun. Wilder right beside him to the right. Hand off to Wilder. Wilder goes off the left side, and he is up the gut. It's too easy. He's just rambling up through there. Ball comes out. Hatchets look like they recover now. I didn't see who knocked that out, but he was dead on the run, and somebody just punched that ball out, and the Hatchets, the ball went back about 5 yards from where he was, and they were all over it. So 2 quick turnovers to start this second half.
Well, I know Cordell was in on the tackle. I don't know if he's the one that stripped it or not, but I didn't even see who came up with it.
I couldn't tell either. Cloud of dust over there, too. 1 minute into this second half, and we've had 2 turnovers. So the Hatchets take over 1st and 10 from their own 11. Stowers with 1 man in the backfield. That looks to be Cameron Cook. Handoff goes to Cook, and Cook finds some opening up there for a nice quick hitter. Here comes a flag from a mile away. In quickly. There's 2 flags down. Let's see what this is going to be called.
Cook powered through there, though, didn't he?
I'm hoping we got a face mask, not a hold.
Full steam ahead.
Holding Hatchets, so that one is going to come back. I think this official far out here just saw somebody else throw their flag, so he put the winger on there, whipped her in there.
What was the penalty situation at the half? You still have the stats there?
I do. We had 2 penalties for 10 yards, and they had 4 penalties for 40 yards. Pushes the Hatchets back to their own 8, facing a 1st and 13. Boonville stays with that widespread 3-man front, but they do bring the heat. Here's the blitz. Handoff goes to the first running back through. It's fighting, trying to find some leverage, but not able to. Might have got back to the line of scrimmage. So, nope, looks like he lost about a half a yard.
Well, the player down, one of the Pioneers coming down now.
Official timeout while they attend to the injured player.
Tonight's game brought to you by Bill Dobson Ford. A Dobson deal is a better deal at Bill Dobson Ford. Also, Davies Community Hospital and the Core Center. Proud to support the Hatchets.
Well, we've got him down, Dwayne. I'm going to run through the seniors real quick again. Manager Ari James is one senior. Nathan Aldridge, Jamison Dwyer, Ruben Gutierrez, and honoring Davidson St. Clair. Cross country, we have Isaac Morzingo and Ben Myers, son of Mike and Christine Myers. Cheer, we've got Allie Davis, Deshaw Haig, Emma Kenworthy, Sydney Melton, L. Smith, and L. Stowers as far as cheerleading. Don't think I've got anything else on.
No, they didn't do the band tonight or
Okay.
dance team.
So definitely honor the seniors, put a lot of hard work in their quick 4 years. Back into start action now as the injured Boonville players taken off the field. 2nd and 14, deep in their own Hatchet territory. Boonville's going to bring the heat again, Dwayne. Is that Cordell in the backfield? Here's a quick throw out by Stowers. He completes it, but just smothered by the defense of Boonville is Aldridge as they were looking for that. Going to be a loss of another yard. Moves it back to the 8. Now it's going to be 3rd and 15, or 3rd and 14, excuse me. .9:58 left to go in this third quarter. Boonville leading 41-8. Hatchets with a tough 3rd down situation here. Cook's in the backfield. We've got 2 receivers on each side. Stowers is going to look to put it up there, throws it out quickly, trying to find Dwyer, and Dwyer can't hang on. Would have been enough for the 1st down. Looks like now we've got a Hatchet player down or slow to get up. Who was that, Dwayne? Could you tell?
Ruben.
He's had a tough night tonight. 4th and 15, Hatchets are going to be forced to punt. Punter Rowe will be standing in his own end zone. See if Boonville goes for this one. Tell you, while they're getting ready, I'd snap that ball and get this punt out of here. Here comes a snap. Punt is away. Knuckleball is going to go to Connor. Connor fakes the reverse. Going to keep it still on his feet. He's at the 30. Tries to cut inside. Still fighting and making room. Boy, he does not want to go down, Dwayne. He's broke about 10 tackles now. Now they've got his jersey and ripping his jersey, and he still doesn't want to go down.
Wow.
What a play by Connor.
That was crazy. Cameron Cook literally ripped his shirt off, I think, the jersey.
Remind me of the old Earl Campbell run where they ripped his jerseys to pieces. Honestly, Dwayne, I'm a little bit surprised that they've got, with a 41-8 lead, that you've got your quarterback returning kicks. I understand he does that, but they've got Gibson Southern next week for what will be the conference championship, and I don't think I'm risking my quarterback on a possession like that myself.
They have to cut his jersey over there now.
I thought that fan that was up here earlier that said, "Is that Dwayne Shake sitting there?" I told her for $20 she could take my seat, but hand off to Wilder. Wilder's finding that running room again, pushing forward, pushes it down inside the 5-yard line. Going to bring up 1st and goal to go.
Boy, Cook was not letting go of that jersey either, Mark. That thing stretched about 20 yards.
It did. A lot of these newer jerseys, they don't tear like those old ones do.
9 minutes left to go. 41-8 in favor of Boonville. And the Pioneers looking to score another one here.
Connor and Wilder staying in the ball game. Wilder to the left of Connor. Connor's going to try to find it, play out in the flat. Instead goes across in the middle.
26 with the catch.
That's Ballard with the catch and the touchdown.
47-8. Extra point coming up. 8:45 left to go. Fans starting to kind of scatter out now as the cold night air has settled in.
It is a chilly night. You guys getting those mums in out of the weather to keep them going?
We need to. Oh, Shelly's listening. You're right. Man, those things are beautiful, too.
Low snap, but it is put down, and the extra point is up and through. Nice job by Connor to get that down.
You can get your mums at Heller's Country Garden, State Street in Washington, one of our proud sponsors. The fall mums are beautiful, only $8.99. Tonight's game also brought to you by McAllister Machinery, your Caterpillar dealer. We'll be back right after this on WAMW. Five left to go, third quarter. It's 48-8 in favor of Boonville. We now go to a running clock for the rest of the contest.
Boonville really has dominated. They came in ready to play. They're a good team, as we mentioned earlier, 3-0 in the conference, looking to go 4-0, looking for that big matchup against Gibson Southern next week. Big number 65 getting ready to kick off again with another one of those line drive squib kicks. Just about knocked our return man over just with the kick the last time.
Here it comes.
It's a squib. Look at that high bounce gathered in, though, at the 35. That's by Cook. Just who he wanted the ball to go to. A nice run back by Cook, bringing the ball out to the 46. How about shutting that window a little bit there, dude? I'm getting some. I didn't get one of those RTC blankets. I should have.
Well, thing about it is, got my, just making sure I can still get the signal, Marky Mark.
All right.
Work with me, buddy.
Work
with me.
Always. So the Hatchets with some really good field position after the score by Boonville and the return by Cook. Let's see if we can do something with it and get some more points on the board.
We'll see things go a lot quicker now with the running clock the rest of this game.
Going to stay in the shotgun. We've got three receivers to the left, one to the right. It's Cordell on the right. Here's a handoff and a nice hole. Boy, that closed down quick, though, didn't it? Looked like we had somewhere to go and picked up two. Thought it was going to be a nicer run than that. Boonville really pursues that ball.
So a 2nd and 9 on the 46.
Towers goes to the sidelines to get the call offensively. $7:21 left to go in the third. Two receivers to each side. Looks like Cook is in at the halfback position. Stowers is looking for the little screen pass. It's low. Looks like it's incomplete on the bounce off. Might have picked up a couple. So we'll stay at 3rd and 9. Ball's still in Hatchet territory on the 46. See if what the Hatchets can call up right now. Need to pick up a first down. Just good field position. Don't want it to go to waste. Trips to the left. Cordell to the right. Cook's going to stay in at halfback behind Stowers. Here comes a rush and throws out to Murphy. Murphy with some room. He's at the 49, 50. Gets in to Boonville territory. Looks like Murphy might be hurt now.
It's really the first time we've been able to call his name out on offense.
Yep, he's not touched the ball a lot. He's played a really good game from his defensive side, but not seen him carry a lot, with Cook getting the majority of the carries tonight. 4th and 4, balls in Boonville territory at the 49. Hatchet's going to leave the offense in. See if they can pick this up. Got to get to the 45 for the first down. Trips to the right, single receiver Cordell to the left. Cook in the backfield. Stowers going to look. Here comes the rush. Ball's up and thrown, going for Cordell. Cordell with, just nearly. There's a flag.
Yes, it is.
Pass interference. We'll take it. Cordell nearly made a great catch. He really stayed with that, Dwayne, as he was going down.
Yeah.
Not able to bring it in, but that will be.
And I think that was the right call, Mark.
Yep, I do too. He was face guarding him. He never saw the ball, got into him before the ball came to Cordell. Really impressed how Cordell stayed with that ball.
He just about brought it in. Unfortunately, you don't get it at the point of the foul.
Still going to be a first down and get it inside the 40, 35, going to be down at the 34. So 1st and 10 from the 34 for the Hatchets. Like to see us get Cordell a little bit more involved. Just a freshman. Again, we've got the sophomore Stowers at quarterback. Junior Cameron Cook behind him. Senior Dwyer as a receiver wide to the left. We got trips to the right. It's Cordell Aldridge. There's a little pause, going back, trying to get it deep. That one is out of bounds. So incomplete, thanks to the defensive player for for Boonville being out of bounds.
Intended receiver was Jamison Dwyer, but no way he could come up with that one. 2nd and 10 on the 34 in Boonville territory.
All the starters still in for Boonville with the big 40-point lead.
4 minutes left, under 4 minutes actually. Clock is running here in the second half. Only 5 seconds on the play clock.
We'll have to hustle, get this one off. We do. Hand off to Cook, and the linebacker, outside linebacker. No, that's a defensive tackle. Big number 72 comes busting through there. Steele Scott. Steele like the chainsaw Scott. 6'5", 240-pound defensive tackle. The big play, loss of about 4. 3rd and 14, pushed back to the 37.
He was a chainsaw there, cutting right through.
He did. Steele's better than naming your kid Husqvarna. Here comes a little pitch out to Dwyer on that bubble screen. Makes 2 spins.
Hey.
Still on his feet. Oh, there comes a flag from a mile away.
What's the call on that one?
Well, I have no idea. That official was way deep. Let's see what he's got up his sleeve. Going to call a hold on the Hatchets. Must have had the binoculars on. So nice run by Dwyer after the catch. Spins out of 3 tackles, but that holding call is going to bring that back and mark the Hatchets back. Well, they're going to decline it. It's going to bring up 4th and 14. Hatchets will go for it, though.
Gotta stand up for a second, Mark.
Getting a little stiff like I am. I can't get up. You're going to have to carry me out of here.
I don't know how I didn't notice Ruben's senior picture down there before.
Well,
the plate of pancakes.
Yeah, I sent Will Merrill. I go, you got to get me the storyline on that. And he came over because he saw it on TikTok. Then he told me, he goes, well, you can say he went to IHOP. I go, I'm just going to go with the truth. TikTok. Big 4th down and 11 now for the Hatchet. Stowers in the shotguns. Got Cook behind him. 3 receivers to the right. We need some protection.
Come on.
Give him some time. Here's a shot across the middle to Cordell. Right through his hands. A real opportunity. Cordell's banging himself on the helmet. He'd like to have that one back because that normally he would come down with that one. The defender just got his hand up there to break the vision line for Cordell, but a real opportunity. A nice pass by Stowers down deep. So Boonville takes over. 1:55 left to go in the 3rd. Running clock, as Dwayne mentioned, it looks like now we've got some substitutions being made. Yep, totally different offensive team this time in for Boonville. Probably not going to see the starters anymore. They got number 11, Walker Pierce, a junior 5'10". He's going to keep it. Pierce takes off out along the outside, picks up where Connor took off, and picks up a first down, gain of about 13. I think that was a busted play, but it surely did turn out well for Boonville anyway. Hatchets looking to get some substitutions in the game as well. See what the Hatchets can dial up. And there's a loose ball. Going to have to fall on it. That's, again, the quarterback, Walker Pierce, with a little bit of trouble. That's going to be a big loss, about 12 yards on that bad snap. Benjamin Merrill now entering the game. Woolley comes out. Hatchet's going to mix some of these younger players in with the juniors and seniors now. That running clock, Dwayne, it's hard to hang on to. It goes so quick. Good snap this time. Handoff out to the right side. They stay with that exact same offense. It's worked well. Going to be about an 8-yard gain for the running back.
That will do it for the third quarter. We got 12 minutes left here at Hatchet Hollow on the A&R Home Center scoreboard. Boonville 48, Washington 8. Fourth quarter action after this on WAMW. Minutes on the clock. We got 1 quarter left. 48-8 in favor of Boonville.
3rd and 12. Boonville with Walker Pierce at quarterback. He's going to keep it again for the quarterback keep around the corner. And he takes off. Flag back here. That's probably going to be a hold that comes back. But he's got plenty for the first down and then some, as he's showing some speed as well. Hatchet defense starting to wear down, Dwayne. We're starting to see him slow down quite a bit. Blocking the back, so it will come back. One official threw a knuckleball to the other official. He got the heck out of the way of that one. Marking it off, and that's going to take it back to the line of scrimmage. So we're going to do a 3rd and 12 again. Ball's on the 49-yard line. See if they go right back to that. They've run out a lot. That quarterback keep has been good for them. Pierce showing a lot of speed getting around that corner. 2 receivers to the right. Here comes one in motion. That's number 3. Handoff goes to that number 3, going right to left. And he's got a big hole, makes a cut up. He's got enough for the first down. Move the chains for Boonville again. Keebler on the carry. Well, Boonville just brought a big old boy out there. 77, Dakota Bullock, 5'11", 290. Say that again, Dwayne. 5'11", 290.
It's a big boy. It's a big boy, Mark. Destined to be a lineman.
1st and 10 from this, or a kicker. Shotgun for number 11. Again, that's Pierce at quarterback. He's going to look to the air trying to get a deep ball. He's got a man open, but, man, too much arm. He fired that ball out there, didn't he?
He heaved it, that's for sure.
He'd had a big draw back, too. He really reached back and let her go.
10.5 minutes. Clock runs. 48-8 in favor of Boonville. If Boonville hangs on, they'll drop the Hatchets to 2-6 on the season with one more regular season game next week on the road at Mount Vernon.
We need some frequent flyer miles on all these road trips this season. Pierce with one running back in the back. That's number 29. They hand off to him as he breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, still on his feet, trying to cut across there. And a nice run. Did that ball come out at the end? No. Inside the 20, down at the 18. That's Gavin Scholler, a sophomore. What do we got here? Got an official's injured. Comes a trainer out to check on him. Not sure if a player went into him, but you can tell he's in some pain right now. And boy, do all these sports need officials, Dwayne. Monty said there's like 70 officials short for the tourney. I mean, how do you make up 70 officials?
That's a lot.
I guess you work the daylights out of the ones that are available, but my goodness, young people, that's a great way to earn some extra money, stay close to a sport you love or have interest in. Football, basketball, they're all the same. There are just not many officials to be found. Official shook it off, though. He's staying out there, Dwayne. Handoff goes back again to number 29. This time he's going to find the end zone. Gavin Schuler with a 18-yard touchdown run, putting more points on the board for Boonville now. They're opening up some big holes for these runners, making it 54-8, all Boonville Pioneers tonight.
Extra point coming for the Pioneers.
Oh, yeah, Connor's normally the holder. They don't have a holder, so they're sending in the other quarterback, Pierce, again to do the hold. Play clock, plenty of time. Kicking is Elijah Biggins. Biggins has been really good tonight. And this one, no good. Put the whammy jinx on him.
54-8 in favor of Boonville. We will be back right after this quick break on WAMW.
Fall's here, and we have what you need to tackle those last-minute projects before winter. From mowers to
means death to bugs, and Sparklight, connecting communities and customers with high-speed internet at Sparklight. Also, thank you to A&R Home Center. More than just your hardware store. A&R Home Center in Washington.
Well, these sponsors keep us on the air, and we surely do appreciate them.
They give us the best seat in the house. Thanks to all of them. And be sure to show your support for them. Tell them thank you for bringing you high school sports on the radio, giving these student athletes the recognition they deserve.
Uh-oh, Bull's kicking up the dust again there, Dwayne.
Uh-oh.
Make a snort noise. Go with that.
There he goes.
Snorts coming out.
There he goes.
Big lefty, too. And we know he kicks a line drive squiver taken in by the Hatchets at the 20, 25. Cuts outside. That's Aldridge. He's at the 30 and takes it out to the 35 on a nice run. And Dwayne, I also want to give a shout out to our nephew, Lee Kessel. He plays for the Boonville Youth. They're trying to get him to transfer up here. He's a good little football player, but I don't think Mom and Dad's going to let it happen. youth program, just a big part of how these teams build what they have, and the Hatchet and Washington youth program is definitely on the upswing. I think they're at home tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken, playing North Knox, who traditionally has a very good team. So if you're looking for something to do, can't make it to the sectional games, go watch some youth football. Clock has stopped as we're waiting for the teams to come back on the field. Trying to get some different players in the game as we're calling out names on the sidelines. It's one thing I do admire about the Hatchet coaching staff. When the opposing team brings in their JV or their second string players, we do the same thing. And again, it's showing some great sportsmanship.
54-8 in favor of the Pioneers of Boonville. Looks like they're going to hang on to win this one here tonight at Hatchet Hollow.
Officials got to call and blow the whistle and get this started. It's like,
what is the holdup?
We forgot we got to go back to the game. So we've got changed for quarterback. That's Wright in at the quarterback. Cooper Wright, just a freshman. He's going to hand off to Kobe Thomas, who's had a nice game from his defensive position. He's going to push forward to get back to about the line of scrimmage. Expect big things from Kobe in these next 3 years, Dwayne.
Yeah.
Looks like number 68, Peyton Miles, staying in at tackle. He's a nice, big, young-looking man. Going to have a good Hatchet future. Low snap to Wright. Wright throws it out, but a low ball to Memory, not able to pull it in. Wright with a quick throw out. It's going to bring up a quick third. Wright comes to the sidelines to get the play call.
Clock continues to run. We're at 7:25 now.
Boonville definitely brought a nice crowd tonight too, didn't they?
Yeah, they've got a good following.
It's going to be a big matchup next week with Gibson Southern. My money's on Gibson Southern, but this Boonville team will compete. Right hands off again to Kobe Thomas. Kobe pushes up forward. He's hit hard, driven back, but forward progress is going to gain him. Let's see where they mark it. Picked up about 3. Going to bring up a 4th and 4. Right comes to the sidelines. Let's see if we keep the offense out here or send the punting team in. Looks like Hatchets are going to go for it. They send Aiden Chestnut and Wright back in. Kobe Thomas comes out. Nope, Kobe goes back in. 6 seconds left on the play clock. We're going to have to bust it. Hatchet's forced to call a timeout. We'll stop the clock.
We'll take a timeout too. Return to Hatchet Hollow after this on WAMW. Just hearing some scores here in the press box. Pike Central got their first win of the season tonight.
That's what I just picked up too, over Forest Park, 21-14. Vincent's had Memorial down 10-7, but Memorial has come back, and it's a very good Vincent's team. And Memorial always loaded, leading that one 21-10. That's the only 2 scores I was able to Pick up Aiden Chestnut just with the carry. Picks up a first down for the Hatchets, so Hatchets able to convert on the first down to keep the chains moving. 5:48 left to go in this fourth and final quarter. 54-8 right now, Boonville Pioneers. It's the first win for Pike Central this season. Right hands off to Chestnut again. Chestnut trying to find some running room on the outside, and Boonville just strings that out, does a nice job not letting Chestnut outside, and Chestnut with nowhere to go is going to lose 6.
The Hatchets girls soccer parents are having a tailgate for the team before they head to Jasper tomorrow. They'll be tailgating in the tennis courts here on Bedford Road, cooking food for the girls, hanging out. Fans, you want to root them on? Come out and tailgate before they head to Jasper tomorrow, 11 o'clock, the Bedford Road tennis courts. Game time, 2 o'clock. Washington girls facing Princeton.
Right, with a quick throw out to Memring. Memring is going to pick it up and go forward and get close to the original line of scrimmage. Actually did make it to, well, picked up even more, so picked up 6. Going to bring up a 3rd and 9.
Haven't had a chance to call Ryland out a lot tonight.
No, we haven't. The defense has just not found a way to stop Boonville, and they've just scored quickly, and it's just not been the best defensive side of the ball for us tonight. Right, in the shotgun, 2 receivers each side. He's going to look to the air. Here comes a rush. He sidesteps it, puts it up. He's got a man open. Let's see. That's Cordell with a heck of a snag up between 2 defenders. Makes a fantastic catch. Gets piled on at the end. No flag, but that was going to be completed down to the 25-yard line. And what a nice job Wright did of sidestepping that defender, throwing a really nice pass, and then Cordell staying with it and able to bring it down. 1st and 10 from the 25, 3:44 left to go. Sure would like to see these Hatchets get in there again. Kobe Thomas is the fullback. Here goes Wright looking. He's flushed out of the pocket, makes a nice move, ball's up. He puts it up in the air, and a nice throw just off the hands of the receiver. Nearly a great play by Wright.
Man, oh man. He's quick, isn't he?
Well, he's got that natural ability so far from what I've seen to know and feel that pressure and go away from it. And then to keep his composure to look downfield and find the open man. 3 minutes left. Got Memring over on the right along with Cordell. Memring's in the slot. 2 receivers the other side. There goes Memring in motion, right to left, and there's a handoff to Kobe Thomas. Kobe puts his head down, still on his feet, pushing forward 20-18, takes a Boonville player forward and down. Fumble?
Yep.
Oh, and that ball comes out right at the end, ending a great drive by the Hatchets. Boonville will take over. Darn it. 2:23. I believe that's the 2nd turnover for the Hatchets tonight. So Boonville does take over, and they've got a different quarterback in now, Dwayne. That's number 12, Hunter Wilson. Or excuse me, I don't see a 12. Holy cow, this is a bust out of here. Big run by Boonville as they're hitting down the sideline. That's number 36. I'm trying to find who the quarterback is. Meanwhile, Boonville running rampant on the Hatchets. That's number 36, and he's not on the roster. They're pulling some ringers in here, Dwayne. I can't find any of these guys on the roster.
It must be. That was a nice run over there on the far sideline.
We'll call him number 36. He busted loose out of there. Quarterback's number 12. We don't have him on the roster either. They're freshmen. Boonville, I believe, has a freshman team. Ball's loose. And this time Hatchets come up with a big fumble recovery. That's number 54 for the Hatchets jumping on the ball. That's Carter Talbert, a freshman, with the big fumble recovery, giving the ball back to the Hatchets as this one is approaching just a minute to go in this game, Dwayne. Hatchets might have another play in as the crowd starts to file out. Again, we want to thank our seniors and honor our seniors on our last official regular season home game. Hopefully we'll have a sectional game here, but that remains to be seen on Sunday. Right, sets the offense. He's going to look to the air again. He's got a big rush. Ball's up there on another nice ball thrown right at the sidelines. Just about a heck of a play by the receiver for the Hatchets. Ball underthrown. He comes back. Trying to see the number on that receiver. He really made a nice comeback to the ball.
20 seconds. That should probably do it from here tonight. Boonville will get the win. 54-8 your final on the A&R Home Center scoreboard. The Pioneers walk away with victory. The Hatchets drop to 2-6. We'll come back with our post-game report. We'll hand out the hardware. We'll talk to the coach. It's all on the way. It's Washington Hatchet football on WAMW.